SSC CGL Tier 1 live mock has been conducted on the platform, and I'm here to discuss the logical reasoning section with you in detail. The mock, this live mock also was based on the sectional timer. So hopefully you're getting good practice for it. Now let's start without delaying any further. So this is the first question right in front of you. Flower is coded as this, stage is coded as this. How will paper will code it? So if you just observe quickly, this is 6 plus 2, 8, 12 plus 3. So plus 2 plus 3. 15 plus 5. Now it should be clear by this stage only that it is prime numbers. Despite that, 21, 28 plus 7 and 18, 9, 29 is plus 11. Now prime numbers are being added. We are looking for the code of paper. Okay. So if you look at all the options, there is nothing which is unique everywhere. So you'll have to check quickly. 16 plus 2 is 18. That is R, and 1 plus 3 is 4. That is D. Starting with RD, we have option D, 18, 4. So option D is the correct answer. You can get very quick at this, but 37 seconds is not bad actually. Very first question, you're just starting, so it's decent, pretty decent. Next, which number breaks the sequence? Make sure that you read the question. Which number breaks the sequence? In haste, what we do is we'll just read this part and start solving. Generally, there is always a question mark given here. It's not there. So make sure you just glance this. You should know what is happening. So they're asking you which number is actually the wrong term here. Now see how generally a lot of us process this is we go from this question to this question without looking at the options. The first thing which a lot of people think here is, okay, this is probably 3, this here. The moment you see this, you think that this is into 2 minus 3. And this also is into 2 minus 3. 12 minus 3 is 9, 18 minus 3 is 15. But it is not fitting the bill here. This is into 2 minus 6. It's not fitting the bill here. This is into 2 minus 9. So then things are changing. So you will think that, okay, no, this is not working out. What else can be my case? So then a lot of people take the difference. This is 3, this is 6, this is 9, this is 15. They still don't understand what is happening. And so they feel that it should have been 12 here. They feel that plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. It should have been 12 here. So 39 probably is the wrong number. But they fail to visualize one thing. 6, 9, 15 is right here. So this is actually Fibonacci series. Always don't conclude based on one side only. You'll have to verify it here. So see, 6 plus 9 is 15. 9 plus 15 is 24. 15 plus 24 is 39. 24 plus 39 is not 64. It's 63. So this is where the term is incorrect. Option C should be the correct answer here. So see, the question is actually easy only. It's not difficult. Once I share the solution with you, it's going to be easy. But when you're sitting in that exam, when you're sitting in the mock, sitting in the final exam, you have that pressure on your head. Lot of the times you tend to, protect yourself from a lot of risk. And you end up taking everything, solving everything, verifying everything, which may lead to a lot of wastage of time here. You will end up getting the correct answer, but you'll end up consuming a lot of time. So this is common. It happens. So don't beat yourself about it. It's normal in this particular question. So I won't say that you should have saved a lot of time here. I think that's a decent amount of time for this particular question. Next. The district hospital moved its token display screen from corridor corner to the main waiting hall. Why do you think it must have been done? What is the conclusion here? So the patient should see tokens easily. The doctor stopped using appointment tokens. This is not mentioned anywhere. Corridors are banned for the patients, not mentioned anywhere. Waiting halls require more chairs, not mentioned anyways. Option A is the only correct answer here. So 24 seconds, option A is the correct one. Next. I have a comment here. Please give English. Taslim Khan, that is what this is. It's purely in English, I believe. Can't go any further in English. Now, 13% 8 is 52, 15% 6 is 45. So what you're looking at is, you're just looking at half of it. 13 into 4 is 52, 15 into 3 is 45. So basically what is happening is your product, taking a product dividing by 2, taking a product dividing by 2, taking a product dividing by 2. So 14 into 10, 140 by 2 is 70, or 7 into 10 is 70, or 5 into 14 is 70. Either which way, option B is going to be a correct answer. However you look at it, obviously the answer is going to be the same. 13 seconds. Next. Now here, the question is from coding decoding, but it is actually not. The question is directly telling you what is the code going to be. You just have to calculate it. Question has told you that if market is coded as the sum of its letter positions, what will be the code? So this question is actually disguised as a coding decoding question, but it is simple arithmetic question. Quick calculation. 13 plus 1, 14 plus 18, 32 plus 11, 43 plus 5, 48 plus 10, 12 plus 20, 68. Option B is the right answer. Simple. 21 seconds. Next. Now, how many meaningful English words can be formed using EITD? This is the main question actually. It's written using each letter mandatorily but only once. Even if they didn't write that, when they are giving you 4 letters, you are bound to make words with 4 letters, strictly all those 4 letters only. Now, what will be the possible meaningful words? So, you will see TIDE first. Tide. From your vocabulary, you will now figure it out, DIET, diet. A lot of people will end up with these two very quickly. Then you will check the reverse version here, EDIT, edit is also true. And this diet can also be written in the form of tide like this. You already have 4 words here, more than 3 is the option. Option 3 is your correct answer. Don't think twice about anything now. Okay, you just had to shuffle the letters within each other to make meaningful words. If you couldn't have done that, if you can't think of those words, then you start making meaningful combinations. Place consonants and vowels in such a way that they try to make some meaningful combinations, and you will end up choosing the correct words, and you will be able to see more words than you usually did. Okay, so probably that was not done here, and hence 42 seconds. This could have been done easily in a shorter time span, but that's still okay, not a problem. See, the idea is you can, or you should rather, still aim at saving a lot of time in the initial stages, because earlier we used to save time to add it to the quant section, but now we are saving time to add it to the reasoning section only at the end, because you might face some of the other question which might be time consuming, or what will happen is additional time is always going to help you, that in haste, if you might have made an error, you can rectify that. Most probably you will see the correct answer in that case. Or there are some questions which will actually, when you get a time to think peacefully without any pressure in those 15 minutes, in those last 5 minutes maybe, that is when you can take some extra time and get the answer quicker. So you will be able to solve some extra bonus questions in the reasoning section if you have the liberty of slowed down time. Don't unnecessarily stretch on each question. That is not the correct approach. So all quizzes test, some quizzes puzzle, no test is game. It should not come here actually. And some game is contest. Some test is puzzle, clearly visible. Some puzzle is contest, puzzle and contest, I cannot draw this direct conclusion here. No quiz is game, that's absolutely correct. If completely test is banned in game, quiz is also banned in game. So only 1 and 3 are correct, which is option D. 34 seconds, good. Next. Odd group of words, okay. Neurologist, oncologist, cardiologist. Neurologist is the brain doctor, central nervous system. Oncologist, doctor for cancer. Cardiologist is the doctor for the heart. Dermatologist is the doctor for the skin. Gynecologist is a doctor, OBGYN, for your female reproductive system. Psychiatrist is a doctor again for the brain, but not exactly the physical aspect of it, but the emotional, the mental aspect of it. So psychiatrists are people who are good in terms of your psychic understanding, your abilities, your cognitive behavior, therapy, etc. So that is dealt with the psychiatrist. Philanthropist is a person who does a lot of charity work. Archaeologist is a person who deals or who studies a lot of historical, old ancient artifacts, etc. Protagonist is a main person around which the whole story is based on. Gynecologist, again, pediatrician is a doctor of young children, and orthopedist is a doctor of bones. So technically we can see option A, B and D, they are all doctors of some or the other kind. Option C is not. So 18 seconds, pretty easy. I just had to elaborate so that you could relate to the words better. FM78, cab 6, then what is the code for beak? The moment you see FM78, this is 6 and 13. 6, 13, 78 means product. So 3, 1, 2, product. So 2, 5, 10, 1, 11. 10 into 11 is 110. Pretty easy. 18 seconds. Next. Now you can see the questions themselves are designed in such a way that you will be able to solve a maximum of them within this time span. So now you can see the level is actually coming down because of the sectional timer. And this is what is generally expected, right? Basketball, just a single glance will enable you to understand that they are being arranged in ascending order and this is being arranged in descending order. First word in ascending, second in descending. First in ascending, second in descending. So what will be the code of long term? So the first word will be ascending. So it will be GLNO. GLNO is only in option C. Option C is your correct answer. Done? 40 seconds. Next. In the word precious, all vowels are replaced by immediate previous alphabet and all consonants are replaced by immediate next alphabet. How many letters are there in the English alphabetical series between letter which is second from the right and one which is left from the left? Fifth from the left. Now, a lot of people, what they do is, generally 90% of the cases in this question, you will see that first they will give you the position from the left. So they'll usually read second from the left and fifth from the right. And this is a problem which a lot of people face because it's in their habits. Then they will read that, okay, consonants are, consonants are replaced by immediate next alphabet. So plus one, they will solve it. They will find how many letters are there between them. You're lucky enough that these options are not, that option is not here. So at least you are saved from marking the incorrect answer. Otherwise, if you would have found that option here, you would have marked it and moved ahead. Right? Technically, this is second from the right. So it is this one. And fifth from the left. So it is this one. Both of them are vowels. So we'll go -1, So 9 minus 1 is 8. 21 minus 1 is 20. And between them, how many letters are there? So 20 minus 8 minus 1. So 12 minus 1 is 11. So option D is the correct answer. Okay. 45 seconds. Probably the same error was committed there. Okay. Correct combination of signs. Question number 12. So see, we have two options with division sign in them. We'll just rectify them first. We'll just clarify with them first. 29 divided by 22 is not making sense. So this is gone right away. 623 divided by 29 minus 22 is 7. So this is divisible by 7 because 3 double is 6 minus 62 is 56. It is divisible by 7. 56. So 623 divided by 7 will give me 89. Okay. I'll just give a quick glance through. So 89 plus 69 is 158, which is equal to 221 minus 3. 11 minus 3 is 8. This is also correct. 63. 63 to 21 is 158 again. So option B is the right answer. Both of them amount to 158. Okay. Quick calculation and option B is the correct answer. 57 seconds. 57 seconds is slightly on the higher side. But see, identify from the division sign. Take help from that. Don't just blindly solve them one by one. Otherwise, it is always going to take more time. But I think what could also have been done is the person might have spent a few seconds here, then thought, why to spend my time in calculation? Let me complete the paper and come back to this. And hence, this is what is happening. So often you can see nowadays that the questions which were done in 35-36 seconds, sometimes even if with slightest of calculation, they are taking more than 50-60 seconds. Why? Because the student is spending some seconds to gauge whether they should spend time right now or not. Then they are skipping that question. They are solving the complete paper. Then coming back to this question, mark to review. And hence from there, let's suppose the person has spent 7, 8 seconds or 10 seconds or 15 seconds here. Then they spend 40 and 30 seconds to solve the question again. So that amounts to 50 plus seconds. So that is also a strategy which a lot of people are basing their progress on. Try these variations. That's precisely what it is for. Odd one out. See, I'll give you the biggest hint here. I means the options will give you the biggest hint. You might not be able to figure these out, but this is going to give it away. 33, the difference is very clear here. 33 double is 66. Then you will see this is not following that logic, but for everything else, it is following the same logic. Difference of these two numbers multiplied by 2. Difference of these two numbers multiplied by 2. So option A is the odd one out, which is absolutely correct. 40 seconds. Next. Analogy. Pretty easy. 3 into 3 is 9. 7 into 3 is 21. 12 into 3 will be 36. So these two are gone. 18 into 2 is 36. 28 into 2 is 56. 34 into 2 is 68. Option D is the correct answer. They are not cancelling it or reducing it. Okay, 27 seconds. Next. Which figure? Select the option that is not embedded in the given figure. Be careful about this. The question is asking you which is not embedded. Do not try to place the complete figure. Just try to look at the exact element. This slant rectangle is right here. Okay, you can see this whole figure along with this triangle here. So this is definitely there. This triangle is right here. Okay, along with this triangle and this triangle. They are all here. So it's also there. This figure, you want to locate these two triangles, but they are not there. These two right shaped triangles I cannot find. I have one here, but I don't have any other one nearby. Okay, can you see any of these two triangles like this? No, you can't. But even you will still check question 4, option 4. You can see this slant rectangle here, right here with this. Okay. So this is also there. That means with a guarantee I can say 3 is the only figure which is absent in the figure. It is not embedded in the figure. So option C is the correct answer. Rather than isolating that one figure and completely tracing it, just eliminate the others so that you can save time. Again, the same thing only I think is happening here. My word to you is save as much time as you can even at this stage so that you can utilize that time in the second part of it, in the other attempt which you are again going to circle back to. You borrowed a book from your college library. Due to accidental spillage, a few pages got damaged. The book is in poor condition now and the return date is near. You also know that the librarian is quite strict in nature and scolds allowed in front of everybody. So what will you do? Will you return the book quietly without informing anyone? No, that is never the correct most ethical thing to do. Buying another same book to replace the damaged book without informing anyone, still not the correct thing to do. Without informing anyone, doing something silently, something negative to hide your acts is the most immoral thing you can do. Inform the librarian, take responsibility, take ownership that yes, I did commit an error and I'm ready to rectify it. No matter what kind of a person he or she is, whether the person scolds or not scolds, that consequences are something which you should not be bothered about. If you have done a mistake, committed a mistake, own up to it. So inform the librarian about the damage, accept responsibility and offer to pay for replace the book. Option C is the correct answer here. Okay, blame someone else, obviously that's also not right. 22 seconds. Next. Correct mirror image. Okay, mirror is placed below. So this triangle will be moving, this star will be moving upwards outside the frame. So 1 is not possible, 4 is not possible. We can have anything from 2 and 3. And then there is a triangle here which will be coming down as a triangle only. So which can be here, but here it is becoming a rhombus. So only figure 2 is the correct option here. Option D. Quickly observing all the 4 options will give it away very quickly. When the words blast, blaze, blazon and blunt are arranged in alphabetical order, which one occupies the third position? See, quickly observe them. So BLA, 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 BLU. This is the last one, 4th one. Not bothered about it. BLAS, this is the first one. ZZ, ZE, ZO. Blazon is the third one. Option A. Cool? 22 seconds. Which will fill up this series? Question number 19. First letter is vertical A. AD-C. AD-C. Okay, so probably this is the repeat letter set. So AD-C, AD-C, ADBC, ADBC. That's what it is. ABD, CAB. Option A is the right answer. Pretty easy to figure it out. Okay, 26 seconds. Next. Next number series. This is actually a good question. Which number will lie instead of the question mark? Now again, 313 you will not think much of it, but 1361 most of you will think about this into 5 minus 4, and this is actually the hint. Now when you see that, here also you will think into 5 minus 2. That's how people start this question. Almost everybody does that. So into 5 minus 2, into 5 minus 4, you think this is into 5 minus 6. So this is 305 minus 6, 299. But that 299 is not there in the options. And it's not fitting the bill. Lot of people make this error. They get stuck here and they think that this is not the right logic. They waste their time, probably mark incorrect answers or land on the correct answer but with a lot of difficulty. How will you verify this? See, if you are having a claim here that this is into 5 minus 4, verify with this number also. No, don't just fixate yourself on the first few numbers. Try to observe or pick up every little data which is given. So here it is into 2 minus 1. Now what is this trying to tell you? This is into 5 minus 4, this is into 2 minus 1. So what else can I figure it out here? I can say x to 6 minus 5. 3 into 6 is 18 minus 5 is 13. So now this should become into 4 minus 3 and this should become into 3 minus 2. Is this making sense? 61 into 4 is 244 minus 3, 241. Option C is the right answer. It's right there. So getting the correct hint from the given data is also very important. What you are picking up and what you are not picking up. But probably this is towards the end. The person had time, so they stretched it, gave it a lot of time. With a lot of ease, they could solve this question. Okay, here first letter is X only, don't waste time. Second letter, check for that. So second letter, when we see 18 plus 3, 21. Okay, 1 plus 3, 4 plus 3, 7. So it's plus 3 only. 21 plus 3 is 24. Second letter is also X. And we get lucky here. Option D is the right answer. Cool. 21 seconds. Good. Next. Again, number series. Now see, how will a lot of you think about this? How I personally think about this, such questions. So 25, so 225, 250, 214. The number is sometimes increasing and decreasing. It's most probably an alternate series because it's not a progression. So now if I pick it up in an alternate manner, I can see that the difference here is minus 11 and the difference here is minus 15. The difference here is plus 13. So I can see 11, 13, 15. So the next one has to be 17 but in plus. They're going in an alternate fashion. So this is 280. I can see the answer. I should ideally tick mark this and move ahead. But again, something in me will stop me in the exam. Because even if I'm landing at a correct option, I am still scared that what if this is not right? Is it making sense? Yes, it is. Okay. Why is this true? Because see, examiners don't give you questions based on alternate logics. They give you question based on some complicated logic in mathematics. But because it is mathematics, it is calculation, the numbers are connected in such a way that you can approach them even in a simpler manner like this. What is the actual logic? Look at the actual logic now. 225, 250, which most of you might not have thought of. So the difference here is plus 25. Difference here is minus 36. Difference here is plus 49. Difference here is minus 864. The difference here has to be plus 81, which will again give you 280. They are all perfect squares. Perfect squares alternatively being added and subtracted. 28 seconds. Good job. Next. Pointing to a man, Dhruv said. Pointing to a man, Dhruv said. He is my only sister's mother's husband's father. This man is Dhruv's grandfather. If in a family there are only two females, so this is the male. How is that man related to Dhruv's mother? Father-in-law. He is Dhruv's paternal grandfather. How is his paternal grandfather related to his mother? Father-in-law. Option 27 seconds. In a class test, the rank of Shaliza is 34th from top and rank of Himanshu is 19th from the bottom. Total number of students are 55. By till here, a lot of students will think that they are asking you how many students are sitting in between. But they are not. They have just asked you what is the rank of Himanshu from the top. This is going to throw you off track a bit. You are going to think about it. Wait, what just happened? Okay. Precisely what you need to do is Himanshu's rank is here from the bottom. You need to find his rank from the top. Total is given 55 plus 1, 56 minus 19 is 37. Option B is the right answer. So Shaliza's rank was just given as a distractor. It was not needed. Okay. Superfluous data. 25 seconds. And the last question for the session today. Again, complete the letter series. Pillars. You can clearly see the word random is being formed here. And even if you see the vertical option A. Okay. R-A-N-D-O and M. R-A-N-D-O-M. 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 So A-O-R-N-M. and M. So option A is the right answer. Cool. Done and dusted. 25 seconds again. And with that, we are done with the logical reasoning section completely. A fast-paced, quick session for you to understand not only what is the solution, of course you can see that, but more than the solution, how to reach that solution in a stipulated time. And at some locations, I also wanted to show you that the question when I'm discussing the solution might seem very easy, but when you're sitting in the exam, that is when it can become challenging. So don't compare yourself with these discussion sessions. The idea is, are you picking up the right things from here? Okay. So thank you so much for watching till here, guys. Hit the subscribe button if you are new on the Oliveboard platform, and do like the session and share it across platforms so that other students can also benefit from the same. I'll see you around in another session. Till then, you guys take care. Bye bye. Namaskar. Jai Hind.